Hello, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel, Rose Ward, StampersDelight.com. So I'd love to have your comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And we are going to get started. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. All right. So I have a few things for you today. Again, Rose Ward, StampersDelight.com. There's my website if you'd like to order from me. And here's also my email if you'd like to contact me. This is my host code for the month of December. So if you'd like to place an order that's less than $150, please use that host code. A couple of things I want to talk about first before we get started is, of course, the new January to June catalog that's coming out January 5th. You can start ordering from that. And you also get to pick celebration sets for $50 orders or $100 orders. And I'm going to be showcasing something today from this catalog. But before I do that, I want to let everyone know that I do a paper share every new catalog. And here is what you're going to get in the paper share. Okay, so there is a list. It will be on the description when I'm done. And how you can order this. This is for 156 pieces of 6x6 designer series paper. You get 12 sheets of everything in the new mini catalog. And I'm also, as a bonus, giving you sheets to the celebration sets. This is for a limited time. The celebration sets I will only be able to do that until while supplies last, okay? Because sometimes I don't have enough of those. So you want to get in on this deal now. And again, how to purchase it will be in the description below. Okay, so let's see what we got next. Okay, next I want to just remind everyone, and if you've read my blog or my Facebook page, you see that we do have a new carryover list, which means these items are going to be carried over after the holiday catalog ends, which is January 4th. These items will be carried over, and these items, you can see I'm already highlighting, these items will go on sale on Tuesday, December 8th. Okay, so you definitely want to go to my blog after this and download this list, or go to StampersDelight.com and you can get there, or my Facebook page. Okay, because these are while supplies last. Okay? All right. So now, in the mini catalog, and I will tell you what page it's on. I can't show you the catalog, unfortunately, not till January 5th. We have this great kit, and it's on page 7, and it's called You're Amazing. So I've already started playing with the kit, but I wanted to, whoa, that just went right across the screen. I wanted to show you this. Okay, so this project kit comes in this cute little box, and I've said it before, if there's a box involved, I'm buying it, because I just love boxes. Everything comes in this box, okay? And you have everything to make your cards, and then also you need to purchase the You're Amazing stamp set. And again, that is on page 7. So the stamp set is right here, and let's just move that out of the way. And then in that box comes all the things you're going to need. Now, I've already taken mine apart, but these are all the cards you can make, okay? And it's one set. And there's 4 cards to each, but you can change them up. You don't have to do them the way that they show you on the instructions. Okay, so here's the instructions. All right, so before I get started in stamping, I'm just going to show you, because the instructions show you everything you need and how to make those. I always like to make some different ones. Okay, so first I'll show you the ones that they show you to make, which is this one right here. Okay, and that's the happy birthday one. And then, of course, they have these great envelopes that match. The next one is the thanks. And again, the reason I don't really show too many stamp these is because you have the directions right here. I like to change them up a bit. Now, for thank you cards, I don't usually stamp anything on the inside because I like to make a personal message. The next one is, let's see, we have the, well, that's one I want to show you afterwards. Okay, we have the You're Amazing. And again, you can see there's another color. And I love this foil paper. These are dies, poke outs, which you'll see, cutouts in a moment. And they're a matte finish. I just love that. Okay, so that's the You're Amazing card. And then we have the Hip Hip 3 Cheers for You. And again, that's this card. So those are basically the way they show you how to do the cards in the kit. Now, I've done a couple of changes for that, and I'm going to show you those right now. So the first one is, if you remember, this said Hip Hip Hooray. Well, I did it opposite, and I did the You're Amazing. So you can definitely change those up. The next one is the, let's see, this one is the thanks card with the little flowers on it. And instead, I did congratulations, because these are all stamps that you get in your stamp set. So I made this a congrats card. Hip hip hooray, 3 cheers for you. So that's a little bit of a different change for you. So let's bring in some of these pieces and let's do some more stamping. So you get these great little banners, and you get, you can see I only have a few left to do. You get these great die cuts here that you're going to be stamping your sentiments on, right? And then we have great vellum pieces. Here's some more vellum. And then we got these great pieces here. And you can see that those are all how you use this, right? Okay, so let's bring in these. These are what I really love. I love this foil. It's not real shiny. It's like a matted foil, and I just love it. Okay, so we have all those pieces. And then, of course, we have our card bases with the pieces that go on there. Here's some more of the card bases without anything on them. And then we have these. Such a great set. Of course, we have the envelopes. This is great for beginner stampers, or if you've been crafting for a while. Okay, because I love to do kits. And then, of course, we have a few more of the stripes. Oh, and we have these little guys here. Forgot those. And, of course, these pieces. Now, I want to show you something else, because when you cut these out, and I may try to use these, let's see. When you poke these out, you have this left over. You have these left over. I like to use these for framing, for scrapbooking. You could put 2 pictures there and put it on a scrapbook page. Same thing with this. Or you can cut it in half and just use that. So I save these. I do use them. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I'm just going to push these aside for a minute while I do a couple of projects with you. All right, let's put those up there. Okay, so let's see. The first thing I think I'm going to do is I am going to take this flowered one, and that one actually goes this way. I'm going to cut it and use it this way, though. Okay. All right, so I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and I am going to trim off, let's see. I'm going to trim off maybe, let's see, maybe 1.5 inches. Let's see. Yeah, 1.5 inches. I may need more, but we'll see. Okay, now I have this extra piece that I can use later on. And now I have a card that has a little bit of a different fold, right? And I am going to bring in this piece, and I'm going to make a different kind of card here, and maybe layer it up with this. Let's see what else. maybe one of these nice pieces. You see where I'm going with that? That's too big, so we have a smaller one, so maybe I'll use this one. And now I have a totally different card. Also with the kit is you get this green baker's twine. So let's see how this one comes out. So I am going to bring in my Pretty Peacock, because they do tell you the colors to use: Pretty Peacock, Flirty Flamingo, Mango Melody, and Granny Apple Green. And of course you want to add some dimensionals. I always add dimensionals. And you can also add Wink of Stella if you have that. So we'll bring that out here just in case. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is stamp. I think I'm going to do the You're Amazing, because I think it's too, yeah, You're Amazing is what we're going to do. And I am going to open up my And before I get my background all messy, let me grab a piece of paper so I don't stamp all over. So this is our blotter paper, and I'm just going to fold it in half. I'm just going to fold that right in half. Okay. There we go. We don't want to mess up my background. Okay. So You're Amazing. And I am going to stamp that right there. Okay, we're just going to put this aside. I'm going to bring this card in. And remember, because you got that piece missing, and what I could do is actually, which I might do, now that I just thought of it. Okay, this is what I call stamping on the fly. I might just add that back on here. Yes, I like that. What do you think? I do like that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is glue this down, and I'm using the Stampin' Seal. Now, if you're watching, this is recorded. This is not live. And I am going to put that right back down here. And I can actually line it right back up. So let me put some adhesive on the back of this. And I can line that right back up pretty close. There we go. But yet when you open it, it's going to be like this. How cool is that? Okay, for this piece, that's going to go right here. And maybe I'll just do a banner too. I think that'd be too much. Yeah, we'll just use this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little of this baker's twine just to add a little color to it. And, oh, I'm out. Let me grab a new one. I guess I should have had that ready. And I don't want to stop my video, so we'll just change it to a new one. I always have these on hand. And this is our Stampin' Seal. And I am just going to change that real quick. And for those of you that don't know how to change it, it's very easy. Okay, you just take that cartridge, you open up your case, and you just pop that baby right in there. There we go. Okay. And then I am just going to put a little of this right around that edge. I might do both edges. I'm not sure yet. That's why I put the glue on both. Okay, so let's just cut this piece off. I'm just going to see if I want it on both. Yeah, I think I will. All right, so let's just do that. I'm just adding this on here. All right. Now I'm going to add some more adhesive. I'm not going to use the glue dot yet, or the dimensionals yet. I don't want it too puffy. So I am going to add that right there. I am in love with this foil paper. Okay, I am going to put this right here. So this I am going to use dimensionals. And, whoop, not in camera view. Would like you to see that. I'm just going to go ahead and add these. And then I'm just going to go right ahead here and put that right on top. Look at that. You're amazing. Quick, easy card. And a little bit of a twist to that. Now, if you wanted to, you could also add some rhinestones or any of our little doodads there. So let's see what we have close by. I have some champagne rhinestones, so I'm going to add a few of those because I just love bling. So just add a couple of those. There we go. So look at that. There's a nice alternative to that card. And then, of course, I will just pair it up with one of the envelopes. And there's, let's go to the next one. Let's see what else we can do with this. Okay, so the next one is a striped one. This one, what I think I might do is cut this right in half. And then I can get 2 cards out of this. So I am going to go ahead and cut this in half. And I'm just going to take off a little bit more because I want this to be our normal layering. So this is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And so is this one. So these 2 are going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And then I get two cards out of this base. Of course, I only have 1 envelope, so you do have to add another envelope. But I'm sure we all have envelopes that we can do that with. Okay, so let's grab that one. And let's grab a piece of Granny Apple Green. And I am just going to fold that over. I could use my paper trimmer, my scoring tool in there, because it gives it a nice crisp edge, but we're just going to go with it. And then make sure that's straight. And I'm going to layer that right in the middle there. And then for that one, let's see, we'll make this a birthday card. So this one is just, we're going to go with the Hip Hip Hooray. But I think what I'm going to do with this one is, one thing I forgot to show you was this gold stripes here, or gold foil. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Now that's actually going to be too long because it's supposed to fit the regular card size. So we're just going to cut that down to 5 1/4. Get those little pieces out of the way. And now this will fit right on here. So we're going to go ahead and just glue that down. And you can use whatever adhesive you want. Tombow works. I love the Stampin' Seal myself, but that's just me. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of those other pieces. So let's see what we have here. We've got these banners, this vellum. I'm going to bring in this vellum right here. So basically this is the same card that they're showing here, but I am layering it on to the Granny Apple Green so I can get a little bit more for my card base. Okay, I didn't want to lay that quite down yet. Let's just pick that back up. Let's go ahead and just lay that down. And let's see. Okay, I still don't like that. It's not straight. So let's just do it again. There we go. Okay. That'll lay flat in a minute. I'm going to bring in another piece of that nice matted foil paper, which is going to go right here. And then I'm going to bring in one of these die cuts. I could actually even make this opposite if I wanted to and do it this way. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, we'll stick with the first one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay, bring in this one, and I am going to use the Hip Hip Hooray. And I think I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green this time. And of course, that's going to be stamped right in the middle. Now for this one, I am going to use dimensionals because I want it popped up right there. Let me just flip that over and grab some dimensionals. These kits are amazing, and they make nice gifts too. So if you have a stamper in your life, that you want to get a nice gift for, this is the way to go, okay? And you can just go to stampersdelight.com and get them a nice gift certificate, because I do gift certificates too. Okay, and I'm going to layer that right on top here. And then I'm just going to grab a piece of white, which is also 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put that right inside there with my sentiment. So I'm going to put some stars down here. And I will grab a plain envelope because I'm going to need that. Because remember, I'm making 2 cards. And maybe just put some stars there and some stars here. So now my envelope's done. 3 cheers for you. Hip Hip Hooray, 3 cheers for you. And we'll make this a happy birthday. All right. And then we're just going to glue that down. There we go. So there's another alternative. Okay, so we still have this piece. So let's see, what will I do with this one? Well, let's see what we have here. We have these other pieces. So let's see if I take this green and I use that. Let me see those other pieces that, remember I said I had these leftover pieces. Let's see if I could do something with that. We could actually cut it out like this. Let's see how that would look. So again, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And use this piece up. I'm going to go ahead, whoop, that not going to work too well. Let me just get that off there, grab the other one. I might have to use the scissors. Let's just see. Okay. There we go. Okay, nice cut there. Don't want to do too hard on this. Okay, so there we have that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm kind of doing an off-center thing here happening, right? And I think I want to do a little bit of a background. So let me bring in those stars again with the Granny Apple Green. And light and dark, just stamping. I like to have some around the edges. Doesn't matter if they overlap. Okay, so now, let's see. I can lay it this way, or I can lay it this way. But I kind of think I like it this way. Let's just see. Now, when I start creating projects, I don't necessarily glue anything down till I figure out exactly how I want them. And I think because that has a little bad edge to it, I think I might do this. Let's just see. Or maybe this one. Maybe we'll turn it around. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's what I kind of do. I play around with my pieces to see how I want them. All right, I'm kind of liking that now. So it actually looks like a TV screen, doesn't it? Okay, so for this one, I think I will use the Happy Birthday. And I am going to go again with the Granny Apple Green. Now that I have the pieces the way I want them, now I'm going to flip them down. And I am going to adhere these pieces. Just like that. And remember, I'm doing this off-centered, so I want that right here. The nice thing about off-centering things is that if you make a mistake, nobody's going to know. Okay. And then, of course, we have this piece, which will go this way. All right. Now, for this one, I would use Tombow or my detailed glue because it's a little bit of a thinner edge here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some Tombow. To that. Grab that and just, let's see, go this way, right here. So you can see it's just a little bit different. There we go. I think I'm going to use it over on that side. Yes. Okay. I'm going to change that just a bit. And this I'm going to bring up on dimensionals. Let me add some of those. Now this dimensional is actually running out, but I do use the outer edges. I use those for sentiments. They work really well for sentiments, okay, the long strips. So we're just going to add some of these on here. Put that right there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, since this is plain Granny Apple Green, I'm just going to grab a white background, I think. Or maybe not, maybe a blue. Let's just take a look. How about, oh, I almost said Tempting Turquoise. Anybody remember that color? How about Bermuda Bay? Oh yeah, I kind of like that better than the plain white. So before I do that, I'm going to grab that baker's twine. And I could have done this beforehand too, but I just thought of it. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little baker's twine here. And I am going to wrap that a couple of times around. Okay. I like to put a little glue back there to hold it in place while I'm working. Okay, put a little more on that. Remember I said this was not live, this is recorded. And I upload my recordings just the way I would do a live. I don't edit them, so bear with me. What you see is what you get with me. All right, let's go ahead and lay that right on there. And then grab a piece of white for the inside. Don't like that piece. Let's grab another one. And then we'll grab the stars again. We'll put that there. Now that I have Happy Birthday there, how about the You Are Amazing? Just going to clean that off on the corner here. over. And we have another card, and we use some of the scraps. Okay. And then this one, of course, you can layer with a envelope because you do have one envelope. So those are some ideas for some alternatives. Now here's another piece. Let's do one more. How about one more? Okay, so we use the stripes. Okay, how about the polka dotted one? Let's just try that. I love using these leftover pieces here. And let's see what else we can do here. We could actually take this one. Let me see if that would work. I don't want to not use that gold piece. So let's see if we can do something with this one. Let's see if I could do the same kind of idea. All right, let's try it. I will have still shots on my blog and on my Facebook page. So I am just going to very gently, because this is a very thin piece, cut that. Okay. Now I have this little piece here. And I may do the same kind of technique using this and this. Let's see. Maybe the vellum. Hide that piece. I don't want to use it as a tag, so maybe I'll hide that a little bit if I can. If not, I will use it as a tag. Look at this. Like that. All right, let's grab one of these pieces and just do some layering there. Okay, so that is showing. I'm going to play around with that one later. All right, so let's just use that one and put a little baker's twine in there first. So what I'm going to do here is I am just going to thread that through a couple of times. See, I'm just threading it through. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is maybe pull it and then tie it in a knot. Just something a little different. There we go. And then tie it in a knot here. Okay. I'm going to have to trim that off. There we go. Okay, so we are going to do that. Then we're going to layer this way. Don't want it to go over your card. I just like that background. I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to use it. All right, so if you look at, that's the background we're using, okay? All right, so vellum, I'm just going to put a little bit of my adhesive right here to hold it down. And again, don't forget, you could cut this in half. You can cut them all in half and make extra cards. That's what I love about these. I'm going to go ahead and grab this and put some Tombow on it. Sometimes I dot it sometimes it's easier when you got real thin pieces. Your detail glue also works really well with that. Now, when putting it on here, you just want to make sure that you move it so that the card, here, we'll do it this way, there we go. You don't want to have it over the edges of the card, okay? So this piece can go right here. Now this one I am going to go ahead and put glue on. And you can see I'm angling that also. And then here's my tag. But you know what? I think, changing this again, I think I want to make this a thank you card. So maybe, I don't think the thanks will fit in there, but let's see. I don't think it will. So let's just, what I'm going to do is just ink this up and then lay it over here and see. It's not going to quite fit on that, so I don't know that I will use it as a thank you. Let's use it as a congratulations. So I'm going to go ahead and grab congrats because I really think I want to use this one. So I am going to stamp, whoop, congrats. And I went back to the peacock. I'm going to put that right there. But this I am going to put on dimensionals. Let me just see if I like the yellow underneath. Don't think I will. No. But I want something. So let's see. How about, there we go. Yep. Okay, so this one again, it's going to be, we have the circles. The matte circles. We're going to put that right there because it matches the matte circles behind there. And then put some dimensionals on here. Congrats. And then, of course, you can put whatever saying you want in there. Congrats, you are amazing. Could be a job promotion or college. Okay. And let's go with the stars again. And there you have another alternative. So let me bring these in again real quick to show you, and they will be on my blog later on. And they will also be on Facebook. So these are alternatives to that great set. Using up the scraps. And then, of course, here are the ones that you have in your kit that you can do. Okay. And I will definitely put pictures up. Okay. And then this one. I hope you enjoyed a little sneak peek of this new kit that's coming out. And I just want to show you real quick. Look at all the stuff I have left. I still have all these pieces left to make more cards. So many more cards. I'm just throwing them in here to show you everything that's left. But it gets better. All right, that's everything that's from the kit, right? But then I also have all these scraps, which you know I will be using. So thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I pop on. Okay? Thank you again for watching. Keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.